Hi guys, Swans away this year, back again for a video and back again for another match preview. The Swans are looking to get back to winning ways as they face Barnsley on the Liberty Turf tomorrow. So Swansea City, after that defeat to Derby County Wednesday night, we stay fourth in the Championship with 33 points. Barnsley are 5 points behind us, but they're in 12th place, so there's 8 places between the two teams for only 5 points, which shows how tight the Championship really is this season. Of course, Swansea City's last game was a 2-0 disappointing defeat to relegation threat in Derby County. Very, very poor performance for the Swans. I don't think we registered a shot on target. It was just one of those games which we just did not turn up in, and I think because we put so much energy into the South Wales Derby last weekend, it really took a toll on the players, especially because we made no changes to the starting lineup. And I know in my preview I said 1 or 2 changes, and I think it would be nice to refresh things, but of course when you win a South Wales Derby you don't want to rotate too much, but I think it did cost us in the end. And you got to give credit to Derby. Wayne Rooney and his coaching team did his homework. They utilised how to stop the wing backs. They pressed high. And I think when we're against a pressing team like a Derby County, a Huddersfield Town, we do struggle massively. And it's funny how 2 of the most pressing teams in the Championship this season we've both lost to. In the 4 games we've lost 2 of them, again being against high pressing teams, and also Norwich as well. So quite interesting to see how bad we do when we're playing this 3-5-2 system. Barnsley, and they registered a great 2-1 home victory against Preston North End. They've been on great form recently. Their manager went to, I think it was New York Red Bulls, and they brought in Valerian Ismail. I hope I've pronounced that right, Barnsley fans, so if I haven't I apologise. But he's done a great job at Barnsley so far. In that time since he's been appointed, he's picked up the 3rd most points in the Championship, 24 points in 12 games, so he's doing very well at Barnsley. And I think Barnsley will survive again in the Championship. It was very good. When they first came up, they wanted to survive. They survived last season on the final day. And it's all about building that momentum, getting them a few more places higher each season, and potentially get into the playoffs. And I don't see why Barnsley can't get in the playoffs. They got some really good players in like Corley Woodrow, Alex Mowat. They've got some good players at the back as well. So they've got a good enough squad. So if they can be consistent and a win tomorrow for Barnsley would be excellent, catching up to the Swans. So form in the last 5 games for both teams. Swansea City then 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw in the last 5. So it's pretty average for the Swans, which I said in the Derby match watch long Wednesday night, I think we're going to go on a bit of a poor run really. I think these matches will catch up with us. But Barnsley, incredible form for the away side. 4 wins and 1 loss in the last 5. They won the last 3 as well, and their only loss was a 4-0 defeat to Bournemouth. And there's no disrespect in losing to Bournemouth. They're a great side in the Championship. So I've got something different. I do not have an opposition fan on, unfortunately. I left it too late to message someone, so that's my apologies, guys. But I've got these FUTMob ratings. Now, according to FUTMob, which is an app, I'm not sponsored by them, but if you do want to go and download the app, I would recommend it. According to FUTMob, these are Swansea's best free player ratings overall on average. So top, they've given it to Connor Roberts a 7.2 average rating. Then they give it to Ben Cabango an average of 6.98 rating, and then Mark Wakey with a 6.95 rating. No surprise really to see that there's 3 defenders there, considering we've got the best defensive record in the Championship. Somehow we still got the best defensive record in the Championship, but not too sure. But for Barnsley and their top 3 players called the FUTMob average ratings are Callum Styles, who's 7.06. Corley Woodrow, who's a very good striker or plays attacking midfielder now, 7.06, and Callum Britton with a 7.03. So funny enough, all 3 of their FUTMob high ratings are higher than Connor Roberts, which shows how well Barnsley have been doing of late. Going on to score predictions then, unsurprisingly there was no correct scores against Derby County. I know a lot of you were positive, and I think a lot of you now will be a bit more negative this weekend, especially because Barnsley, on paper they're a better team than Derby, and like I've said, their form's been really good. So if you want to shout out in the next video, which will be Christmas Eve's video against QPR, then get your score predictions right. I know we're playing on Boxing Day, so usually I do the video 1 day before the game, but I don't want to upload on Christmas. I want you guys to enjoy your Christmas. Well, like I said, I will be uploading Christmas Eve instead of Christmas Day, because I want you guys to enjoy your Christmas Day with your family instead of watching this plonker have a good old rant on his match previews. So what would my lineup be? Now I'm going to make a few changes. I am going to play the 3-5-2 system, even though I would not play it, which doesn't really make sense, but I'm going to play the 3-5-2 system, but I would like Cooper to play the 4 at the back just because of Barnsley's high pressing style. Goals in, Freddie Woodman made a great save Wednesday night to keep the scoreline down. I thought he was probably our best player, which says a lot when you lose 2-0. Back 5, Connor Roberts, Ben Cabango, Ryan Bennett, Mark Wakey, Jake Bidwell. Bidwell got taken off at half time, probably due to fitness. He's not had much rest recently. Connor Robertson, he does really need a rest. There's no one else who can play that right wing back role. I know Joel Latabordia can apparently play right back, but I'm not too sure about the right wing back role. And then I'm bringing in Ben Cabango for Kyle Lawn just for that rotation on the right hand side. Like I said, Norton's in his 30s now, same with Ryan Bennett, so one of them two should be rested for the Boxing Day game against Queen's Park Rangers. The midfield two then, or the holding two, is going to be Jay Falt and Corey Smith for me. I thought Matt Grimes was probably the worst midfielder out of the three on Wednesday night. And, Matt Grimes, he's just too inconsistent now. Last season, superb. And I think now we're seeing the Matt Grimes which we did expect to see in the last couple of seasons. It's a shame, really, because Matt Grimes in the last few seasons has been really good. But this season, he's not really been at it. So I'd play Jay Falt and Corey Smith. Attacking midfielder, then I'm going to bring in Casey Palmer for Matt Grimes. I think we definitely do need an attacking midfielder in this game. Bristol City are looking at the options of potentially recalling Casey Palmer back to Bristol City. Wouldn't really be too fussed as he's not really made a big impact at Swansea. He scored 1 goal. That's all he's done, really. He's not had much game time. And with Moan Gibbs back in January, I think it was always, just to get the attacking midfielder in until January. And, but thanks Casey Palmer for all contributions, and hopefully he can get a few more goal contributions before he potentially does leave back to Bristol. Up front then, Andreu and Jamal Lowe. Now a quick point on Jamal Lowe. I know he scored 2 in the South Wales derby last weekend, but it doesn't excuse the fact that he's a bit, immature and a bit, lack of professionalism, ignoring Steve Cooper's handshake. I know you're frustrated, I know you've been taken off, I know we're 2-0 down, but you just don't ignore your manager like that. It shows a little bit of unprofessionalism from Jamal there, and I think, it's just frustrated. So if he apologises to Cooper in the dressing room, fair enough. But, it didn't look good for me, and, I like Steve Cooper more than Jamal Lowe. I like Steve Cooper more than any other Swans player, so I don't want anyone to disrespect the manager like that. So it's poor from Jamal, but let's just hope he apologises to keep Steve Cooper behind closed doors. So what is my score prediction then? I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a lot of end-to-end chances. Recently, the Swans did tweet that after this game, the pitch is getting relayed, so we should have a brand new, fresh pitch against Reading. So it'll probably be crap tomorrow, the pitch, but against Reading on the 30th of December, it should be brand new, sparkling clean. Like I say, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw just because I think Barnsley's attacking football is very good. Defensively, they've been really good of late. And I just think, like I said in my watch-along Wednesday night, I think we're going to go on a bit of a downfall period. Goal scorers, I'm going to go for Andreu from the penalty spot against Barnsley. I think we're going to get a penalty. We've not had a penalty in a long time. For Barnsley, then I'm going to go for their main man, Alex Mowat. I think he'll score a banger from 20 yards. We'll be doing a watch-along again, guys, so 2:50 PM. Set your reminders for tomorrow. Swansea City v Barnsley. Thank you for all the support recently on the watch-alongs. Loved it. I think every watch-along this season, apart from the Wales vs USA watch-alongs, got over 1,000 views, which is absolutely incredible. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the watch-alongs. Will be a lot more watch-alongs considering there will be no fans in Wales or even in England for a long time again, which is a big shame. It's nearly come up to a whole year since I've been to the game. The last game I went to was the 7th of March against West Bromwich Albion, which was 0-0. I think the last away game I went to was the 28th of February, which, a long time. Of course, you can see the last minute goal in that. But thanks guys for watching. 2:50 PM tomorrow. Watch on against Barnsley. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Come on, the boys.
Oh,